Literally 99% of the people out there would say, screw this, I'm not working out today. There's absolutely no value. I need a rest day, and this is just stupid. I tend to agree with your assessments on these days where, like, basically there's no point. You're not getting anything out of this physically. The way I look at these days is that it's just a mental training day. Can you do things that you do not want to? Can you push through something that makes no sense? Do you have the discipline? Do you have the drive? This is what I get out of today. Physically, nothing. Woke up, my calves are completely jacked. It's the second day after the run. Usually DOMs settle in properly 48 hours after the stimulus. My run for 2 days ago was basically for 2Ks, took me 13 minutes. I was running like a boxer with my balls on my feet, and now my soleus is absolutely wrecked. I have no dorsiflexion in my ankles. It is basically impossible to squat when you have no dorsiflexion in your ankles at all. It took me quite a long time. By the way, my roof's leaking, you can see here, right on top of the GHD. So that's another thing that basically the God's telling me, get back in the house and go to sleep, man. It's not your day today. Anyway, dried it up and go back on it and did, I ended up doing 5 sets of 20, my usual. Yeah, the water was dripping on me a little bit, but whatever. It's a training day for the mind. But yeah, no dorsiflexion. It's impossible to freaking get going today. I tried doing my best stretching it. Basically, the moment I sit down for a drink of water, it just locks back up again. So I worked up to 140 kilos for one. I basically did 4 squats today. I did the bar, I did 60, I did 100, and I did 140. There's no value in this. I would argue there's no even technical training here. This is nothing. It's 4 freaking reps, man. So it's one of those days that 99% of the world will just walk back in the house and go back to sleep, get another half hour sleep before work. With me, I just went, screw it. I put in the GHDs, got a bit of a back bump, and then I started warming up for the squat. The squat, like I said, absolutely pointless. But I kept thinking about the importance of dorsiflexion. So if somebody out there has dorsiflexion at this level, kind of like at my level when I'm really sore in my calves, if that's your norm, you absolutely cannot squat. Basically, you need a degree of dorsiflexion to squat. If you don't have it, and this is you on a daily basis, yes, for you, I would say don't worry about squatting. It's absolutely pointless. All of my weight on the bar was in my lower back. And after doing these GHDs, I was feeling them really, really hardcore. So it wasn't the fact that I didn't feel strong today or whatever. It's just my positioning was so bad today that literally I felt like I was doing a good morning type exercise. When you can't have knee travel over your toes at all, the only way you can get ass to grass if you lean forward. And that's what I was doing today. It might not be clear on camera, but I was training really, really hard in my back to keep my back straight. You'll see some reps here, but I can tell you the feeling was all in my lower back. And if you're squatting every day, or if you're squatting 3 or 4 days a week, and this is what you're feeling, I'd recommend you to basically forget about squatting. You do not have the prerequisites for squatting. You need to work on your ankles a little bit. I know a lot of the time I tell people to work on their hips as a number one, but maybe there's people out there that have ankles like this. Frankly, I don't even know how you walk if you have ankles with this much, tension. I guess the way people deal with that is they turn their feet out, and I've seen people around the world and in my life who basically walk like ducks. The feet are fucking turned out 45 degrees to the side, and this is how they get about, on a daily basis, which is bad for many different reasons. Athletically, it's impossible to get into athletic position, because if you go into an athletic position like that, your knee is going to cave in, and if your knees cave in, your hips are going to get absolutely torqued out of their mind, and it's not going to be a fun day for you at all. So anyway, one of these days for me, I'll tick the box as a training day. It's more of a mental day, but it is what it is. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one.